Hello, Sagittarius. I am here with your April 2021 monthly reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're unsure of your Sun, Moon, Rising signs, I have a link in the description box below for a website that I use most often. It's astrocharts.com. But there's a lot of sites just like it where you just plug in your birthday information, your birth time, and it lets you know what the planets were doing when you were born, and it'll tell you your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, and so much more. For some things, you do need to know your birth time, but if you don't have that information, don't panic. There's still a lot of information there for you. This is for the month of April, and our big thing in April is going to be the Aries new moon on April 11th. And the Aries new moon is a very powerful time to set intentions and to work on manifestation if that's something that interests you. A lot of people like to use that time to work on vision boards or write out affirmations for what they want the year ahead to look like. Wow, I can't talk. The Aries is the beginning of the zodiac, and then you have the new moon, which is like new energy coming in. So it's sort of like a new year, and setting resolutions for the new year, but a very, very significant and powerful time for setting those intentions and setting those goals and taking a good hard look at how you want your life to look in the coming year. Now, we are going to get started with you. We're going to look at your own energy for the month of April, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, working, and maybe starting to see some of the rewards for your labor so far, but keeping that end goal in your mind right now. Just constant. You're in this aspect of working hard at things. Working towards a goal or, a project at your job or, something significant in your life that is hopefully going to bring you a bit more prosperity, a bit more comfort, a bit more stability and security. And you're definitely looking over the details of what you're doing and, focusing on the task ahead and continuing to plod along, so to speak. But this is a lot of hard work energy, and, it's, Eight of Pentacles. It's like you're almost there. But keep at it, right? External energy. So not exactly your own energy, but, stuff going on around you for the month of April. We have death. So, some endings are going to be happening. Some things are definitely they're going to stop. They're going to come to an end. That death is an extremely transformational card. It's this energy of new growth and, something new coming into being, but, old stuff has to go away. With that April 11th new moon coming up, I've said this in every reading so far. What you want to do from now until April 11th is get rid of a lot of clutter. Get rid of clutter in your home. Get rid of clutter in your mind, in your heart. Release toxic energy if you can. If you can release negative energy, if you have to cut ties with negative people or situations and you're able to do so, or at least set intentions to do so, then work on that so that you're clearing out all the old dead space so that new things can come in. It's like cleaning up your garden for springtime. You're getting rid of all the old dead branches, all the old dead vegetation from the plants that were there last year. You're moving them out and starting to clear it out so that you can plant new things, and so that, other things that are already, in the ground, bulbs, whatnot, are able to come up, right? So it's going to be like that with life. There's a lot of old energy that is leaving, and it's not always comfortable. Transformation is not comfortable. I often, talk about butterflies and how when, they're little caterpillars and they make their little chrysalis, that they're not just like snapping their little feet and becoming a butterfly. Like they're dissolving into this amorphous glob of really gross, nasty goo. And they are rearranging all of their cells. So all the cells that they had as a caterpillar, all of that DNA, all of that, it remains with them, but they're rearranging it into something new and transforming it into something, beautiful, and that's able to take flight and is able to do so many more things. As a caterpillar, you're kind of stuck to your little leaf and to like one plant. As a butterfly, you're able to fly all around, so you see where I'm going with this. So, something is ending, and it for a 99.99% of you, it's not a literal death. I think that somebody will experience, that, not themselves, but within their circle. For the majority of you, it's just that the very transformational energy, and that need, the need to release in order for that to happen. That's the energy here with this card. We're going to go look at what is challenging you for April 2021. For a challenge, I've said this to the other signs too. I'm not looking at it as like, I didn't ask for, a challenge that's going to hurt you or get in your way or anything negative like that. We're talking more about, the good kind of challenge, something that motivates you and really lights that fire under you and, gets you wanting to like, hit the ground running and do something, that sort of thing. And we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is very victorious and, energy. It's about getting recognition for your hard work. It's about being seen, right? And so when that's coming in as a challenge, it's about thinking about, what does that victory look for you? What does it look like for you to be recognized for your hard work? What does it look like for you to be rewarded for your hard work and to have that victory? Is that something that, people are offering, that you've done something, you've worked hard at something, or you've presented an idea or whatever, and people are like, wow, that's awesome, blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, oh no, pshaw, like little old me, don't fuss over me. And so the challenge is to take the compliment and let yourself have that ego moment. But also for some of you, it's, looking at this energy and thinking about, what does that victorious moment mean for you? And then what will it take for you to get there? And what can you do to get to that moment? What work do you have to do? Like, what do you have to continue to work on to get to that moment? Energy that is helping you for April. We have the Hierophant. So, definitely not thinking out of the box with this energy. So thinking about goals that you have, anything that you want to get done this month, anything that you are, dealing with this month, and it could even be like this death energy here. I feel that you're going to be finding the answers. You're going to be finding support or guidance in something a lot more traditional rather than, something abstract or thinking out of the box or doing something, nonconformist. The Hierophant is, great energy, a lot of authority, very, very, very knowledgeable. A certain type of wisdom as well. And for some of you, you may get, help from like a person that really embodies this. Like if you're a student, maybe from your professor or, from, another teacher, another source, somebody that's like more knowledgeable than you in this subject that you're looking for help with. For some of you, you're getting help from a spiritual leader, and and it could be released, related to like that death energy there. As you're dealing with changes, as you're dealing with things coming to an end, you may need help processing that. You may need help trying to, figure out some answers, and that Hierophant energy is there for you. But some of your strength and your guidance for this month is going to come from more traditional sources rather than something that is, like I said, more abstract. And representing hopes and fears, we have the King of Cups. Look at him. Isn't he a piece of cake? All right. So, not really. I don't know. But anyway, so King of Cups, this is somebody who is very balanced emotionally, who really has like their emotions under control. Despite some of the bull poo that's going on around them, they're able to pull it together and remain emotionally stable. And, it's also very generous energy as well. Very, soft, not in a weak way, but just not like hard ass energy. And I feel like, representing hopes and fears, there's, this hope, this desire to sort of cultivate some of that emotional balance this month and not allow, this energy here to inspire fear or to cause worry, because when you're dealing with changes in everything and, things in your world maybe are, there's a little bit of upheaval there, the anxiety sets in because you don't know what's next. And that King of Cups is like that hope to be able to despite all of the, the storminess going on around you, to remain calm, to remain stable, and to keep looking forward and to be able to, keep on with business as it is, right? Despite everything. So I think that's what you're looking at for the month of April, is to work on having those Zen moments despite any sort of like upheaval that is going on. Energy that you want to avoid for the month of April, we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is about like defending your territory, defending your ideals, defending who you are, and having to stand up for yourself. And so you don't want to avoid that, but you may find yourself needing to avoid some of the conflict that comes with that. When you're being confident and you're standing your ground and you're standing up for yourself, and, you have people questioning you or nagging at you, it can be very tempting to really give into that moment and be like, you know what, and argue back and forth and give into their energy. And so sometimes when you're standing your ground, you do have to be forceful and you do have to argue and you do have to speak a lot. And other times, setting your boundaries and standing up for yourself means not giving into that sort of energy. And I think that's what this is talking about for this month is, you are, remaining strong and focused and confident, and you're staying proud. You're being proud of who you are and what you've accomplished so far. And, when people question that or people challenge that, you may find yourself in this moment of temptation to really fight them. But you're not asked to back down or to be weak or to be a doormat or to let them walk all over you, but to kind of like embrace, this sort of like more Zen energy in how you deal with them and how you like stand firm, rather than being very aggressive with them. Some extra advice, final advice for April. We have the King of Wands. That is really just like sitting with your own power. King of Wands is a passionate person. The King of Wands is very inspiring, very influential. And you have a lot of Wands energy here with the Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands. The King of Cups himself is even holding, what looks like a wand. So, the King of Wands is stable and grounded. This is somebody, I was saying to another sign too, this is somebody who, set those intentions like we're talking about for this Aries new moon too, like setting intentions and knowing what you want for yourself. Well, he did that and he went for it, and, he built himself up and he built his life up, and now he's in this part where he's like this king. And he can be, he can feel secure. He can feel stable. He's very connected to, his creativity. He's very connected to that passionate side of him. He's very assertive, not aggressive and not an asshole about it, very assertive. And, the advice is, where can you take on those qualities in your life? And, the King of Wands is very much a leader, and you have some leadership energy in here with the King of Cups, with the Hierophant, with that Six of Wands, and you just came out of this like Seven of Wands moment of defending yourself. And, this King of Wands is like sitting down. It's like, I don't need to defend myself. I'm the king, right? And, it's about being a leader in your life, and you might not feel that right now. But the advice is, to find those areas of life where you can, take the lead on something, where you can inspire people, or where you can like exert your influence and even be a little bit more assertive, for not just for your benefit, but for the benefit of others. And then upcoming energy that we're looking at throughout the month of April, we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is like a focus on security and stability. And you want to look at, your resources, especially your financial resources, your money, even your place within your job and your career. And, just having a good look at it, understanding where you stand financially, understanding where you stand with your resources, understanding where you stand with your physical health as well, and understanding where you stand in your relationships, and taking an assessment of all of those things. Are you feeling stable in those areas? Are you feeling secure in those areas? Is there something missing? Is there lack? Is there something that you're worried about? Is there an area where you can build better? Is there an area where you are stable and you can just sort of relax about it? So it's being really honest with yourself about those areas of your life and the resources that are available to you, rather than turning your back on those areas. So just coming through in April, just have a good eye on your resources. And for me, this is especially with your financial resources. Again, this comes up a lot, especially this time of year, because we just had a stimulus and people are getting tax returns and people are still working on their taxes. So you want to make sure like all of your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed, and that you're just very aware of your financial health. Okay. And then looking at some oracle cards, we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And it's a very simple question. Like, what goals would you have for yourself if you didn't have to worry about like any of your self-doubts, or if you knew that the people around you would support you, or you had unlimited resources? Allow yourself to dream about those things, and work those into your intentions as you're coming into this Aries new moon energy. And think about that Six of Wands too. This was coming at you as a challenge. So if you could just kind of like relax into something, and you were supported, and you knew that you would be recognized and, victorious, what would you do if you knew that this Six of Wands moment would be the result, right? So think about it and work towards it. And then we have answer the call. Wow. So what is your soul calling you to do? Sorry, Philly accent, guys. So really, this is thinking about, who you are and what you want to do, what your calling is. And, there may be limitations to you right now, but, allowing yourself to kind of, manifest or set intentions, dream, however you want to call it, about what you really want to do and who you really are and what you really believe that your life's purpose is. And even if it seems like something that may not be attainable right now, giving yourself that time to really think, positively about it and to dream about it. But it also, for some of you, maybe things that something that is in your reach. So, think about, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to work towards, finding your calling and rising up to that challenge? All right, Sagittarius, really lovely reading. If you have any questions or if you need anything clarified, please feel free to let me know. I hope this resonated for y'all. I am sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and I hope that you are healthy. I hope that you are happy, and I hope that you are safe. I will see you next month. So thank you very much for letting me read for you, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.